start at the sea where Columbus points out into the dark, but tonight we're walking the other way. Las Ramblas is glowing even if the air bites a little. It's late, but the city's wide awake. The word Rambla came from Arabic. It meant a dried-up riverbed. Before all this stone and street light, water used to run right through here. Before Las Ramblas was a boulevard, it was a medieval stream. During heavy rains, it flooded the city's edge. That's why it still curves like a river. This part of La Rambla used to be where sailors came ashore. Now it's just as unpredictable, a mix of perfume, delicious food, and sea air. At night, the energy flips. Fewer vendors, more rhythm. The street breathes differently after dark, like it's shrugging off its daytime performance. In medieval times, the city's walls stood where the traffic now flows. La Rambla was outside the protection, wild, muddy, and full of uncertainty. At night, Rambla trees hold the light like slow-burning lanterns. They weren't always here, planted in the 18th century to civilize the chaos. Centuries ago, monks walked the same path between convents that no longer exist, but the silence still lingers where their footsteps used to fall. You'll pass by souvenir stalls, lottery booths, and snack carts. But this part of La Rambla is older than tourism. It's built for walking, pausing, watching.
I'm more into playing club soccer. I don't really
Yeah.
Ah, vous êtes français?
Ouais.
Tu parles français?
What did you say?
Viens venir la prochaine fois, tu vois tout ça. Où il a? Regarde, il a.
If you're enjoying this walk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us bring you more of these moments. It keeps the walk going and the journey growing. This plaza was built in the 1850s, a quiet idea that grew into one of Barcelona's loudest corners. It was meant to bring elegance, and it still does, in its own chaotic way. Before this was a plaza, it was a monastery courtyard. Now it's all neon, napkins, and open bottles. But the footprint never changed. The lamps in the square were designed by a young Antoni Gaudí. Curved iron, strange helmets, back when he was still proving himself. At night, Plaça Reial runs on its own current. Glasses clink, shoes tap, conversations spiral. You don't need to plan anything here. You just sit, and it starts. Locals often avoid the square, but it's where you go to feel something happening. Tourist or not, the rhythm catches everyone eventually. Every doorway under the arches has a story. Some were jazz clubs, others poker rooms, a few never really closed. They just changed the music. Even when it's late, the plaza doesn't fade. It lowers its volume just enough to let you lean in.
Next leg.
At night, this stretch of La Rambla is all glow and movement. You'll hear conversations in 5 languages and footsteps that match the beat of distant clapping. The opera house and the street talk to each other. Inside, arias and chandeliers. Outside, sketch artists and half-finished tapas. Liceu was once the symbol of Barcelona's elite. Now it shares its sidewalk with backpackers, buskers, and late-shift workers.
I'm sure.
If you stand still here for long enough, you'll see the full rotation: locals, tourists, performers, lovers, and ghosts from another century. This part of the Rambla holds tension and beauty at the same time. A place where elegance once stood alone, now wrapped in everyday noise.
Nunca van a terminar.
È sempre tutto normale come vedi.
This stretch has seen it all. Student protests, jazz parades, silent marches, stolen kisses. La Rambla isn't quiet, even when it pretends to be. Some of these cafes have served artists, anarchists, and authors. Sometimes all at the same table. Barcelona's old soul lives inside conversations. Look at the facades above you. Behind the neon and flags, there are balconies that haven't changed in 100 years. The newspaper kiosks and flower stalls may close at night, but their shapes stay, a silhouette of the city's old habits. Even when it's late, La Rambla doesn't fade. It just lowers its voice, like a storyteller who knows you're still listening. If you're enjoying this walk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us bring you more of these moments. It keeps the walk going and the journey growing.
Barcelona, ça c'est Reial.
Plaza Catalunya feels like the reset button. Everything passes through here: locals, tourists, stories, tension, and release. You stand here for 5 minutes and Barcelona explains itself without saying a word. It's late now. Some are heading home, hoods up, quiet, thinking about work in the morning. Others just stepped out, eyes wide, music in their plans, chasing the version of the night that never ends. Barcelona gives you both. You choose your ending.